All right, the time has come for me to do my Sudsy Bear review of all 31 bars of soap. It's been a while getting to this point, but I'm going to try to do this as quickly and thoroughly as possible. So, a lot of you guys on here are Sudsy Bear fans, and I couldn't agree more with you. So I have previously done a top 10 bars for Sudsy Bear, but since then I've tried a lot more and definitely had to update and revise my rankings so I can finally do rankings of all 31 bars from Sudsy Bear. So let's start it off with number 31, and that one is going to be Charred Cinnamon Bark. So this bar, I believe it's currently either being reformulated or they're getting rid of it. I'm not sure. I think it's just being reformulated. I'm not big on cinnamon. I don't like, even Bay Rum from Dr. Squatch is only in the 20s for my rankings. Like, I'm not huge on those types of bars, but this one is just like super heavy on the cinnamon. It doesn't smell like horrible, but it's just something has to be number 31. So the Charred Cinnamon Bark, there's not a whole lot special about it that I really like. It's just super cinnamon, although I believe it's probably going to be a little more cinnamon when they reformulate it, if that's what's happening. But hopefully they'll add in some other scents, maybe some more oak or something like that, some pine, something along those lines. So Charred Cinnamon Bark. You know what Charred Cinnamon Bark actually reminded me of, though, a little bit? It reminded me of Humidor from, I think it was Humidor, from Dapper Yankee. It had like that spice, clove, cinnamon scent that smelled like Christmas time and pine cones. But anyway, that's besides the point. So number 31 is Charred Cinnamon Bark. Number 30 is Getting Lucky, and that pretty much smells like chocolate covered strawberries. If you remember my Dr. Squatch rankings, I also have their Boom Chicka Wow Wow bar rated pretty low, so it shouldn't be really a surprise that I have this on the low end as well. This is their Valentine's Day exclusive limited edition, and it's just not my favorite bar. I don't like bars that, I know I'm not the only one that is saying this. There are a couple other reviews that I've seen where the guy says the same exact thing, but I agree. I really don't like bars that smell like food. I like to eat food, but I don't like to smell like food. I don't mind the scent of food. I like the smell of food, but I don't like to smell like it myself. So a bar that smells like chocolate covered strawberries is just not going to make it very high on the list. So that's number 30. Number 29 is, this is going to outrage a lot of people. This is going to be Twisted Pumpkin. So Wood Barrel Bourbon is pretty high on my Dr. Squatch list. Drunken Pumpkin is like number 4. So that's very, very high. The thing is, that has more of like a cologne scent, a little more artificial. And Twisted Pumpkin really does smell a lot like pumpkin pie. It's just too natural smelling for me. I don't want to smell like pumpkin or pumpkin spice at all. And that's why it's 29 on my list, because I don't really like the smell of pumpkin. But I know this is very, very, very popular, and you guys love it, so order up. Good for you. But for my rankings, Twisted Pumpkin is only going to be number 29. Number 28 is going to be Jurassic Earth. This bar, the problem with this bar is, like, when you shower and you use a bar of soap, you kind of want to feel clean after. And I feel like after using Jurassic Earth, I don't really feel clean. I feel like I just used a lot of like dirt and stuff, and I just feel more dirty. So it kind of smells like after you put out a fire and you have those ashes and everything on the ground. It kind of smells like that. So it's just a very earthy scent, and it's a little too much for me. So 28 is Jurassic Earth. Number 27 is going to be Backwoods Brew. This one I think is much better than the Dr. Squatch Cold Brew Cleanse. And I heard they might be reformulating this too. Maybe not. I could be wrong. It's really not a bad bar. And I do like the smell of coffee somewhat. I don't drink coffee. But again, it's a food item, and it's just not going to make it very high on my list. Number 26 is going to be a bar that I was disappointed with. But this one, I did hear they are reformulating this. So for number 26 is the Woody Maple Bourbon Scrub. It's like 4 words. I know, right? But it mostly smells like mildew, and I shouldn't say mildew, it's not that bad, but it smells like damp wood, and there's not a whole lot of maple scent to it or anything like that. But if they reformulate this correctly, this could be like a top 10 bar for me. So don't hold your breath. As soon as the new Woody Maple Bourbon Scrub comes out, I will be purchasing it, and I recommend all of you guys to do that as well. So don't sleep on this bar. It's not very strong either right now, so I'm sure that's something they will increase the scent factor. Number 25 is going to be Bear Rum. So like I said before, I don't care for the cinnamon bars. This is better than Bay Rum, possibly. It's stronger than Bay Rum. But I just don't care for those bars either. It's just, I'm not a cinnamon person. So Bear Rum is only going to make it to 25 on my list, but a lot of people I've talked to, they do love this bar. So give it a shot. Number 24 is going to be Arctic Peppermint. This bar is not bad. Like, it's pretty simple. So it's a pretty simple minty bar. I like it more than Frosty Peppermint because it's just a different tone of peppermint, and it just feels more natural and smells better. I'm not really huge on the mint bars either, so you can tell we're kind of starting off with the bars I don't super care for. So the Arctic Peppermint, it's okay. It's just okay, and that's all there is to it. Number 23 is going to be Pepperminty Sage. So it's kind of the same thing, except they threw in a little bit of sage. This one smells similar to like the Spearmint Basil Scrub, but it's much better. It's not horrible. It's a very nice, calm, soothing bar, and it's very subtle. So this is a good bar for a lot of people, and I don't even mind it every once in a while. It's a nice, relaxing bar. But there's just so many other bars I love, so it's not really a bar that I use all that often. Number 22 is going to be the Grinch Scrub. That's the limited edition Christmas bar. It had kind of like a lime scent. I don't know, a lot of lime herbal scents to it. It was similar to like the Riddler bar, the Wisdom Wash. It was okay. Not my favorite limited edition by any means. So I don't know if this one is really popular or not. I am somewhat new to the Sudsy game. Like, I've been using it for quite a few months, not even a whole year yet, but it's an okay bar. It's just not anything special for me. Let's go to number 21. This one's going to get a lot of hate as well. This is the Twisted Grapefruit. So I do think this is better than the Grapefruit IPA from Dr. Squatch. But still, I've never been huge on the grapefruit bars. I don't know. I didn't think it was all that special. So this is number 21. At 20 and a half, I will put the Citrusy Cedarwood, and that was like their knockoff version of the Cedar Citrus, or vice versa, whatever, from Dr. Squatch. That was it was somewhat weak too. I think they just discontinued it and replaced it with their Florida Grove bar. Good choice. But I just figured Twisted Grapefruit and Citrusy Cedarwood were kind of around the same on my rankings. But since it's discontinued, I'm kind of keeping it off now. So we'll just have 21 and 21 and a half, or 20 and a half, whatever, be in that same area. Twisted Grapefruit. But it's a good bar. If you like Grapefruit IPA, then you will love this bar for sure. And this could be like a top 5 bar for you. But for me, it's only going to be number 21. Number 20 is Hunt Camp. It's just another really, this is a good bar. It's a lot of woodsy scents mixed in there. I can't quite pinpoint it, but it kind of smells a little bit like oak, a little bit like pine, a little bit of vanilla, some other things going on in there. It kind of smells like rustic, and it's pretty good. And then Big Woods Hunter soap, that's similar, but I think it's a little more woodsy in my opinion. I think it had some more exfoliation, but I could be wrong about that. It's a little bit of a rougher bar. That's number 19. So both of these bars are not bad at all. They're kind of middle of the pack for me, and that's when we start to turn the corner. So number 18 is going to be Dark Side of the Moon. I know a lot of you guys love this bar. I don't love it. It does smell exactly like Tide soap, or well, I should say Tide like laundry detergent. I don't love the bar. I do love the ingredients, but it's not like there's no woodsy scent at all in there. It just smells very fresh and clean. So it's a good bar, but it's not my favorite of the bunch. Like, it's, for me, it's not a top 10 bar. I actually prefer the Galactic soaps from Dr. Squatch over this one. If I had to compare Dark Side of the Moon to Moonrock, I would choose Moonrock. If I had to compare Dark Side of the Moon to Black Hole, I would definitely choose Dark Side of the Moon. So there you go. But honestly, it doesn't really smell like either of those bars, so you can't even compare it with that. Number 17 on the list is going to be the Summer Raspberries and Cream. This is a good bar. The ingredients are outstanding. It has a really nice level of exfoliation. It's not too much or too little. It's a really, really good smelling bar, and it's a great one to check out. The thing is, it is raspberry, and again, that's another food item, so just not huge on the food item. But it is a really good quality bar, so check it out. It's a little bit underrated, I think. Number 16 is the Wild Cherry Goat Milk bar. The cherry actually is really nice in soap. I didn't realize how good it was to have cherry in there until I tried it. Before this, I tried the Fireweed bar from Mountain Goat Soap Company, and that had like cherry scent with goat's milk, and it was pretty good. So trying this was better, but it's actually a pretty good combination. Again, cherry is a food item, so I don't love those food items in my soap, but it's still an underrated bar, and I love goat's milk, so Wild Cherry Goat's Milk can actually be like a really nice bar, especially for like the fall. It's highly underrated, so I wanted to kind of highlight and shout out that Wild Cherry Goat's Milk bar. Check it out. I know it's not a bar that a lot of people have used, and in the future I will do a single review on just that bar, but it is very, very good, and if I liked food items better, then I would probably like this bar even better. So that's number 16. Number 15 is going to be the Wild Caribbean, which does smell somewhat like sunscreen. Wasn't exactly what I was expecting. It kind of smells tropical, but not as fruity as you would think either. It's a little more floral, a little combination of both. I didn't think it was anything special. I think the hype has kind of died down on this bar, so it's almost exactly middle of the pack at number 15. That's Wild Caribbean. Number 14 is, so now we're kind of turning the corner from middle of the pack. We have the Cool Mint Julep. This is a bar that's pretty good. The mint scent isn't too overpowering. The julep scent is kind of weak, but that's okay. If you want a bar from Sudsy Bear that is just a very calm, soothing bar, and it's not overpowering, it's very subtle, then you should definitely get the Cool Mint Julep and use that bar. It just feels nice and very natural. It's zero grit, so it's very nice. Better than Spearmint Basil Scrub. Better than those. I think it's much better than the Peppermint, Arctic Peppermint and the Peppermint Sage. Better than Alpine Sage. So it's going to be an upgrade from a lot of bars. It's just a very nice, subtle bar, and that's the Cool Mint Julep. Number 13 is going to be the Old Glory bar, 1776 edition. Very nice bar. It's stronger than the, what was it? Not Freedom Fresh. It's stronger than Freedom Fresh. Really good. Those strawberry seeds are crazy for exfoliation. Wow, I was not expecting that. But it's a really good bar, and I do like it a little bit better than the Cool Mint Julep. So check out the Old Glory bar. It's very good. A little bit of strawberry, a little bit of fresh scent, a little bit of vanilla, aloe I think is in there. So that's pretty good. So next up, we're gonna have number 12. Hold on here, my screen's getting dark on me. So we have number 12, and that is going to be the Livin' Easy bar. Hold on, let me just rearrange here. Okay, so yeah, so Livin' Easy is number 12. I actually didn't think the scent was the best. It kind of just smelled like strawberry puree to me, or like Captain Crunch. But once you use it in the shower, it smells better, and the menthol in there is like amazing. So Livin' Easy is just like, if you want to unwind, it's a really solid bar. Livin' Easy, I do recommend checking that one out. I did a review on it, just a single review on it, and it actually didn't get as many views as I expected it to. So I was a little surprised on that, because it does seem to be, I thought, a pretty popular bar. That's number 12 on my list, Livin' Easy. If the scent was better, then I think it would be even better on my list. But it's still a combination of like pineapple and orange and strawberry with the menthol crystals. It's like they just threw a bunch of stuff in there and it really worked. So number 12, Livin' Easy. Number 11, let me say this again. This bar, if it wasn't for me not liking food items in my soap, this bar would be like top 3. I can recognize by smelling this bar that this is like a top 3 bar. It's just not my top 3 favorites. But out of quality, this bar is like top 3 of all time. This is the number 11, the blueberries and cream bar. It's like their own homegrown blueberries and honey, and I don't know how they do it, but this bar smells amazing. It's strong, it's perfect, a little bit of exfoliation, not too much though. It's an outstanding bar. It's amazing for your skin. And I do love blueberries, but I just don't like showering with them. So this blueberries and cream bar is just amazing. Highly recommend that you get it no matter what. Try it at least once and you will not be disappointed. Number 10, so we're in the top 10 now. Number 10 is the Old St. Nick bar, which has really grown on me. It has like a tobacco scent. It has menthol. It has some vanilla in there, I think, some leather, some smoke. I don't know, but it's actually really good. It's really, really grown on me. And the closer it gets to winter, I think the more I like it. It's a great combination of different scents. It smells very, very good in the winter. It's a perfect Christmas bar for a man. So that's my number 10 bar, the Old St. Nick, and that is a Christmas limited edition bar. And we are now at number 9. This bar is going to be probably actually low for a lot of you. It's not going to be as high on the list as a lot of people have it. And I do think this bar is amazing, but it's still going to stay at number 9 on my list, although I am tempted to put it higher. So number 9 is going to be the first bar I ever tried from Sudsy Bear, and that's the Smoky Mountain Fog. This bar, like, I know it's only number 9 on the list, but it is amazing. And I will tell you why. The scent for Smoky Mountain Fog, I think, is actually better than the next 2 bars I'm going to tell you. The only thing is that in the shower, I think they just put way too much like silica sand in it, and it's just too exfoliating. If they tone down the exfoliation on it, I would really enjoy it more. But the scent is outstanding, for sure. It just smells like the Smoky Mountains and the fog, and that's all I can explain it as. And if they made a candle of this bar, it would be so good. So that's number 9, Smoky Mountain Fog. Number 8 is going to be Florida Grove. Smells like orange peel, and it just has some really good ingredients in there. But in the shower, it's like super relaxing, and it's so good, and it's pretty much what Cedar Citrus should be. It's a great quality bar. So that is my number 8 bar, is Florida Grove. Number 7 is Icy Eucalyptus. After they reformulated it, it went from smelling like toothpaste to just being outstanding. The eucalyptus is great. The mint is great, but the eucalyptus is actually what I prefer about this bar. And then the menthol just transports you to another world, especially after like playing some basketball or something in 90-degree heat. You need some icy eucalyptus. So the function of this bar is what puts it at number 7 on my list. Number 6, I hear my Alexa up there talking. Number 6 is pine tar. I do think their pine tar is not quite as good as the Dr. Squatch pine tar, but it is still very high quality, and I do love my pine tar bars. It's just a little... Pine tar from Dr. Squatch is more refined. I've already done this comparison video. Their pine tar is a little more rough and rigid and raw, but it's still a really good bar, so it's number 6 on the list. And that brings us to our top 5 now. So number 5 is a bar. I'm not sure if they are reformulating it, but if they are, oh, it's going to be even better. This is a bar that's not super strong in scent, but I think it was an amazing combination. Don't know how they thought of it, but I'm glad they did. And that is, I know I don't like fruit items, but this is my favorite fruit in the world. So twisted mango, perfect combination of the wood scent and the mango. And it's a really brilliant bar. This is one that people don't remember to try all the time, but it's a great combination. And if they reformulate this, it's just going to make it even better. So I highly recommend trying the Twisted Mango, which is my 5th favorite bar from Sudsy Bear. Really, really good combination. Number 4, it just hurts me to even have to rank these last 4 bars because they're all so good. It's really hard to do this. And as I look at this, I think to myself, am I making any mistakes here? Because these bars are just so amazing. So number 4 is going to be Fresh Clean Aloe. And I almost put this at number 3. I was so close to putting this bar at number 3. Fresh Clean Aloe is so good. My number 4 bar, and in comparison, my number 4 bar for Dr. Squatch is Drunken Pumpkin, which you know I love. So I still hold this very highly. This Fresh Clean Aloe is just so good. Made with real aloe. The scent is amazing. It's great for sunburn, for your skin. It's just a great overall bar. And it's super, super, super high quality. The most high quality aloe bar I've ever used. So that does bring it to number 4 on my list. Top 3 now. Number 3 is going to be a big time favorite of mine. It actually used to be my favorite, but I had to do a little revising. So that's going to be Milky Beehive. I love how they incorporate the goat's milk and the raw honey. This thing is just great for your skin. I don't know how else to put it. The scent is really, really good. It's just not as good as the last 2. So I had to put those other 2 over the edge because of their scent factor. But as far as your skin, I think Fresh Clean Aloe and Milky Beehive are 2 of the best bars in the world that you can possibly use. Underrated bar, Milky Beehive. Number 2 is gonna be Swamp Dweller, a bar I actually had low expectations for, and it just turned out to be amazing. It smells so good, the perfect ratio of pine and spruce and oak and acorn and whatever else they have in there. It's amazing. Some exfoliation mixed in there. Oh, a fantastic bar. It almost knocked me out of my chair when I first smelled that bar. You can see that review in my Sudsy Bear playlist. Oh, it's just a fantastic bar. Really strong scent. I don't know if they already reformulated this bar or not, but they do not need to reformulate this anymore. It is exactly where it needs to be. They did a fantastic job with this bar. So many great ingredients in here. But that brings me to number 1. And number 1 is going to be a slightly underrated bar, but it's really catching a lot of steam here. The best scent, I believe, for Sudsy Bear, and it does amazing things for your skin. That's going to be the Petrified Wood and Honey. And I heard that this one might be getting reformulated as well, and it's already to my number 1. So whether it is, whether it isn't, I don't know. But check out this bar as soon as you can. The Petrified Wood and Honey. The wood scent is just amazing, and it has a perfect combination with the honey scent. It was one of the first bars I tried, and it really shocked me how good it was. So check out this bar, Petrified Wood and Honey. Outstanding. Let me know in the comments what you think, what your favorite bars are, your least favorite bars, what you think of my review. If you've checked out these bars like Petrified Wood and Honey and all, you know, all the bars, whatever. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think I should do for the next video. I already have some pretty good ideas. Pretty soon we'll have the Dr. Squatch Star Wars set in, hopefully. So we will see you next time. And thanks for watching.